Today I'm joined with a very special guest. Today I have with me
Elizabeth McCarthy.
and my name is Alyse. Today we're going to be featuring some holiday recipes. We're going to be making holiday sweet potatoes and a kale dip with nice veggies all around it. Kale dip is someone's asking you for maybe something to bring to a party. That's something that is a nice appetizer, but you're also getting your greens in. And the sweet potatoes, well, this is the time of year, right?
Absolutely.
Right.
Love sweet potatoes.
I love sweet potatoes. So I'm going to get started with the sweet potatoes, and Elizabeth is going to start cutting up our veggies to kind of place around what will be our kale dip for today. Right. So Elizabeth, what are some holiday traditions that are big in your family or growing up? Or
I have a really big family, so I'm the youngest of 6 kids, and now we all have kids, and then one of those kids even has kids, so we'll probably have about 30 people on Christmas at my sister's. And this is good, because I'm always responsible for a lot of the vegetarian stuff, because I'm a vegetarian, we have a couple other vegetarians, so this is things I could bring, definitely.
Perfect.
What about you? What are your favorite traditions?
Christmas, not too much. We keep it pretty quiet for Christmas. We love to celebrate New Year's.
Oh, what do you do for
New Year's? Well, not New Year's Eve, but New Year's Day. My mom makes a fancy dinner. We like to say it starts off the year.
Nice.
On a nice note, we do like a seafood dinner. So one time a year where we get to eat all the scallops and shrimp, and it's a nice tradition to start off the new year
and together.
Nice. So that's my favorite. That's my absolute favorite part.
So will you make something for that?
No, my mom's a great cook.
I guess since you do this for work too, it's nice to have a day off.
I do this for work, so I'm like, on the weekends, that's what we do. So my pan here, just for our folks at home, I have the sweet potatoes here. You know, sweet potatoes, I cut them into rounds. Getting them to the all about the same size can sometimes be tricky, right? Because they're kind of shaped oblong. But if you try to get them in the same width, so therefore they kind of cook pretty evenly. They can take a little bit longer, so I'm going to start having them boil out here. So I did a little olive oil on the bottom to
this
get them
is
started
vegan,
steaming.
right? This is what we're making over here.
Yep, this one is vegan. No butter. We are going to make them a little extra sweet by adding in some vanilla.
Never use vanilla in sweet potatoes.
It's a little bit lighter than using, I know a lot of people use syrup, maple syrup with sweet potatoes, which is also really good. Perfect. And then we're going to add a little cinnamon and a little nutmeg to really get those holiday flavors.
It's going to smell really good too.
Yeah.
I've been making gingerbread cookies the past couple days.
Your
home smells really good.
Smells so good.
Yeah, we hang them on our Christmas tree, so we decorate them and then.
Oh, I never heard of doing that. Then do you eat them off the tree?
And my son will eat them even like a month later. He doesn't care if they're stale. They're so crunchy anyway that you don't really notice if they're stale, I guess.
That's true. Alright, so the potatoes we have are cinnamon, nutmeg, and vanilla. We're going to let that cook for a few minutes, then I'll flip them over. We're also going to add a little craisins and walnuts. Craisins give a little extra sweetness, and walnuts just for a nice crunch and a little extra protein. The nuts are really high in protein, which is good for vegetarians to get their proteins in through nuts. Also seeds, beans, so we always like to talk about our plant-based proteins as well.
When you do demonstrations, do you often have people who are vegetarian, or do you
Yes.
so it's good to have some options.
Yeah, and then the more you get to know your crowd, you get to know they like things spicy, they don't like things spicy, they're vegetarians, and I'll bring a different option for them. So you always want to make sure, right, when someone's coming to your house,
Right.
they're going to be able to eat something. So it's always nice if you could ask before or just have a selection out. So for our kale dip, this was a hit when I brought it out to a site last week because they were giving out kale. So a lot of people don't know what to do with kale because if you just eat it by itself, it's kind of like plain.
Be a little tough, yeah.
It's a little tough. It's a little bitter. So we did a kale dip. I cooked it. Kale, we cooked it. Oh, I cooked it a little for about 3-4 minutes. Super easy, with some oil, salt, pepper, and garlic. Just to cook that down, like Elizabeth said, to get it a little less tough. Especially for our dip, we want to make it sure it's nice and smooth. So in our dip, we're going to have kale, of course. We're going to put that right in there. We have kale. We also have cottage cheese. So this one is not for anyone who is maybe vegan. Vegetarian, yes, but not vegan. Cottage cheese will give you that nice creamy texture, and it has more protein than, say, sour cream. So you're going to get some extra benefits by having cottage cheese rather than sour cream. You get more protein, more calcium.
Did the people that you made it for, they liked it? Like they would try it again?
Yes.
Oh,
yeah, they were coming out like, can I have a little bit more? I was like, sure. I made a whole bunch. Especially kale, when you cook it down, you know, it gets a little bit smaller. Right? I always tell my sites that when you have spinach, you have a big bag of spinach. When you cook it, it gets super small.
A tiny bit, yeah.
So we're gonna have 1 cup of cottage cheese. Funny, cottage cheese I normally wouldn't eat because the texture's kind of weird, right? Maybe your kids might not like it either, but when you get to mix in with dip, you would never know. You would never know. Perfect.
Are you peeling the cucumber or do you care about it?
Whatever's up to you. I usually don't because I'm lazy. Because that's just extra work, but if you like to do that, sure.
I don't know how, so we'll just go with what we both do.
The kale
I don't peel anything, to be honest. Did you peel the sweet potatoes?
No, I didn't.
Yeah, I never peel those either. Some people do, but I like the skins.
I try to keep the skins on. I tell people to keep the skins on unless it's a preference thing because you get more nutrients out of the skins.
A lot of the fiber too.
Yeah,
right?
a lot of fiber. So keep your skins on your fruits and vegetables. Just give them a good scrub, especially your potatoes. Give them a nice good scrub. Is it looking over nice? Beautiful.
Yeah, it started out as lazy for me too, and then I kind of liked it better. Like even with squash, I don't. As long as you roast it, soft enough to eat
It's
it.
soft enough, right? Maybe through some potato, like mashed potatoes, I would peel it, but otherwise I like to keep it on. Why not?
So are you doing anything fun your week off?
Oh, I'm very happy that for our week off.
I think everybody is.
A week of just relaxing, especially, getting before the holidays can be a little hectic.
Yeah,
Right? This week is like,
You done with your shopping?
no.
Neither. Neither.
No,
We don't have much time left.
No. We've been trying to also just do more things together.
Yeah, that's nice. Like
Thank you.
experience kind
Yeah.
of. Yeah.
Because there's just, I know so many kids in the family, so many adults, and I really just like getting together with everyone, just spending a little extra time. So with the kale dip, we're just going to add a little lemon juice, especially to take out that bitterness of the kale. So the cottage cheese in there, the kale. We're going to season it if you like things spicy. We're going to do a little garlic, red pepper flakes. I love it, but not everyone does, right? So knowing that, I always like to put in less, and you can always add, but you can't take out. So I always like to start with a little bit, and then you can always add more if you like it. So I'm putting in here salt, pepper, red pepper flakes, and a little of that lemon juice we said, right? And that goes in there. So we're gonna mix it up. I remember last time I made this at home, it was a little thick. So I added in a little milk as I was going. So even though the recipe doesn't call for that, I actually added a little bit in. So sometimes you don't know until you start making it.
Yeah.
Right?
This is the kind of thing that it's so good to have when people don't eat spices also, like, because those red pepper flakes make such a difference, right?
Yes.
In the flavor, and so I think we've tried to emphasize that to people more and more. Like, it's nice to see a lot more pantries carrying things like spices or
Yes,
nuts.
right?
Yeah.
Because
It just
then you
makes
can
it
make it
more
how you like
interesting
it.
and- Yeah.
Because you can make it how you like it. Just some cultures are to live by their spices, right? And that's how you can really dress up different meats, different plant-based proteins.
People might be willing to try things that they wouldn't necessarily try.
Yeah.
It has good flavor to it.
Exactly. Like, I was at a pantry, she's like, I don't eat sweet potatoes. I was like, all right, well, you just try. She tried and she liked it. So you don't know until maybe you cook it a different way, right? All right, so I'm just gonna, it's a little loud, don't mind that. Yeah, sure, why not?
There you go. They're kind of big
You
pieces.
get chop them, or sometimes I just put them in a bag and just smash it together.
Oh, you're getting smart.
Yeah. Or sometimes if you have kids in the kitchen, that could be something fun for them
Yeah,
to do.
that's true.
Right? Put the walnuts or any sort of nut in like in a little baggie and have them just kind of use their hands and crush it out. That was just a for them. Beautiful. So online, if you saw that, it was a little thick at first, so I just poured in a little low-fat milk just to get some more liquid in there. You can also probably use water, but milk is going to sweeten it a little bit more creamy. Oh my god, look how beautiful our veggies look. And you pour it right in the center. It's kind of like spinach artichoke dip. That's what I was told that it kind of tastes like. So it's a nice way to sneak some good greens in, especially
Before the meal too.
Before
the healthy
the
stuff
meal.
first. Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, get the salads out of the way. Then you can enjoy your dessert and stuff, right? Our sweet potatoes are browning super nice. And maybe just let it cook for another minute. Then we can plate them with some raisins and walnuts. Kale's still in season, slowly but surely. We are still growing some kale, our darker greens, squash, right here in New Jersey.
What are some other things you made with kale? Any other good suggestions?
Kale, I like to do kale chips.
Oh, yeah.
So you do a whole bag of kale, which, I have a lot of kale left over for now. I'll roast them in the oven with a little olive oil, salt, pepper, red pepper flakes. And roast them for like 20 minutes, and they're nice
They
and
crisp
crunchy.
up. And, yeah, that's a good
Yeah.
idea.
But you do have to eat them right then and there.
Right. They lose
Yeah.
their crunchiness.
They do. Not a good on the road snack, but a good if you're maybe have a nice little 10-minute break, or you're doing some homework or something like that.
Yeah.
It's a nice little hold you over to dinner kind of snack. Just another minute. So you ever feel like after the holidays you have way too much left over?
Well, we do Christmas at my sister's house,
Okay.
so I don't get stuck with all the leftover. She does.
Okay.
So she even said that to people. She's like, don't bring so many desserts this time because let Thanksgiving she
Yeah,
has so much left
they
over.
sit there, right?
Yeah.
Because you don't want to go to waste, but then, on the holiday, you might have a little extra of your favorite meal because it's
Yeah.
time of year, but then after the holidays, we have to get back to our portion control and,
Exactly. Especially January. Everybody tries to eat healthy in January, so don't want to leave her with too much. So I am bringing some dessert, but I'm making sure I don't bring too much.
Okay. What dessert are you bringing?
I'm making, do you know what a Bush Noel is? Those cakes that are like a roll.
Okay.
So yeah, so Chef Paul told me I have to send him a picture of mine. So that's decorating cakes is like one of my things. Like I like to do that. So it's kind of So I'm making that. I'm making stuffed mushrooms, and I'm making cocktails. I don't know. That doesn't go in with a healthy eating thing. So maybe.
And if there's fruit in it, if there's fruit in it, that's fine.
Yeah. Well, there you go. I always do put fruit in.
Right. And so if you can see they're nice and brown. There's a smell.
Those smell really good.
There's a smell really good. I think we cooked them just long enough. And in the bowl, just mix them with some, a little lemon juice, we'll add in the raisins and the walnuts and mix it in, and then we complete it.
How much? From just a little handful.
Yeah,
So I don't think we want all these probably.
just a little sprinkle.
In here or on the plate you're gonna do it? Okay.
Because then we can just
Yeah,
spoon it all around.
All right, I'm definitely gonna fix someday. It smells delicious.
Right? It smells really good. Being resourceful. Look at all the colors, right? So you have here, you have your fruits, you have your vegetables, you also have a protein with your walnuts. So this is going to be a nice, really filling side. Nice side dish to add to your, and look, it didn't take that long. I don't know how long we've been on this. I don't know how long we've been on this, but it definitely only took a few minutes to put together. So you have longer, if you don't mind, just reaching over, and then we can plate them. Oh, perfect.
What's the most popular thing you've made, like out of this session at a pantry or somewhere?
Black bean and veggie quesadillas.
Oh, that sounds really good.
I mean, how could you go wrong?
Yeah. There's always a lot of black beans in the pantries too, so that's good. It's good to have people have a different way to use them than just beans and rice all the time.
Right. All right. So I'm not gonna lie, we don't have any forks, so we can.
There's some somewhere. But here we go. Here we go.
Ah. There we go.
All the plastic is kind of killing me, but that's right. One time.
One time. And cheers.
Bon appetit.
Bon appetit. It might be a little hot, so.
Really, really
a little
good.
warm, but nice and warm, and like it's warm on the inside.
It's like, yeah, we're gonna bring it.
Yeah.
Really, really good.
Yeah. So that is your holiday sweet potatoes and your kale dip. That would be a really nice appetizer, and this could be a nice side dish. Great way to sneak in some extra veggies. Hopefully, if you're asked to come to a party this time of year, you have some ideas. So thank you so much for joining us for Wellness Wednesday, and we'll see you soon.
Thank you for teaching me a new recipe. I'm very excited. Definitely recommend this.
Have a good day.